Hey guys, it's Oakley from Average Guy Tries. Just wanted to give like an update sort of thing on my channel and sort of what I'm trying to do and where I want this channel to go and that sort of thing. For the first part, I probably should go over sort of what um, I'm up to at the moment in terms of savings. Firstly, being when I started this channel, I had about $10,000 in savings. Since then, I'm up to around 12,000. So I will chuck that on the screen. So 12K. Since this channel started, one of the main goals was to sort of save for a house deposit. So aiming to save around $100,000 minimum. Obviously, it's not going to be achievable this year, but I want to be realistic and sort of set myself up on track to be able to save for that in the next couple of years. As you know, where I live, houses are going for about almost $1 million, if not more, just for a basic, residential house. Nothing too insane. It's just the sort of price that's available at the moment. So yeah, I think I've uploaded my first video about 4 weeks ago. So 12,000 to 2,000 over the month, which is not that bad. It's still averaging around $500 a week. In terms of what I've sort of been doing, I'll share my screen. Oh, right. So got four shorts, one long form video. This will be my second. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of trying different things. So one thing I like to do is fishing and crabbing and sort of being out with mates and trying to catch food. So fishing and crabbing are both things that are very accessible to me based on where I live. And it's also like if you've got all of the gear, it's obviously um, quite affordable. But obviously, starting out, it would cost a bit out of pocket for the sort of stuff I have. Honestly, not too bad. Almost 4,000 views in the first month. Was hoping for a little bit more, but it is still quite a good result and some good engagement on the newer videos, that sort of thing. Not much engagement on the first long form video. I think in terms of where I think the channel is going, I want to sort of get a list of things from people. So if you have subscribed, sort of like just what you want to see, that sort of thing. For context, I live in Brisbane. So if you guys don't know where that is, it's in the Queensland in Australia. If there's anything that you know about Brisbane, it's a lot of it by the water, a lot of wilderness. So if you have any specific sort of things you know about Brisbane, feel free to let me know what you want me to do. More than happy to take suggestions. So my next part is my goals. Obviously, first one being a house. Yeah, so obviously it's discussed a little bit at the start of the video with my update about where I am. But another goal of mine is to sort of hit, we'll go 500 subscribers by the end of the year. One thing that I also wanted to talk about was, another one of my goals is to obviously expand in the types of videos I make. Probably I would say video So I want to be able to make sort of videos that, like obviously not everyone's going to be into fishing and crabbing, that sort of thing. So I have a smoker. So obviously could do some cooking content, that sort of thing as well. I also wanted to grow things. I also would like to do a DIY project. And I would like to also do something that helps my community. I think that the savings videos flopped a little bit. So the first one did well, first video on the channel. The second one only got 400 views. Maybe it reached the wrong audience, or maybe it's just not something that people want to watch. I'm not 100%. We'll move on to why I'm doing this. Obviously, I'm making sort of a diverse range of content, but it's a lot of it's because you know people that make the sorts of videos and the genres that I've started making it like content in is that they're usually an expert in their field, or they've got so much experience in what they make content on. And I want my stuff to be relatable. I don't want it to reach an audience where they're used to seeing someone that is an expert. Like survival videos, could be budgeting videos, could be anything where someone, that's their main profession and that's how they've started their channel and got their audience. Yeah, I kind of just wanted it to be like relatable. So obviously, a lot of the stuff I do or like to do is not something that I have years of experience doing. So I wanted my content to be able to reach an audience that doesn't have an idea of everything, and that they can see that a lot of this sort of stuff is doable, and you don't have to watch hours and hours of videos and tutorials on a specific thing. As long as it's safe to do, I feel like you should be able to feel like the person you're watching is relatable, and within the day, you could go and do the same sort of thing that I'm doing. Obviously, I'm not doing it for the money because there's no money in me doing this. It's more of a passion based project. Um, just to see, if I can find an audience that is willing or is able to give, sort of my videos a watch. If that makes sense. Obviously, I'm not really good at this sort of thing either. It's probably going to have multiple cuts just to sort of make it a little bit more clean. But yeah, I hope that you guys so far are enjoying my channel and the content that I've been putting out. It is a bit of a grind. Obviously, trying to fit in this sort of stuff and planning this sort of stuff around work. Obviously, I can't just take a camera and go down in 5 minutes down to whatever I want to do. It's sort of limited to weekends or after work sort of things. And yeah, I just want to be able to not only motivate myself but show that not everyone has to be an expert in what they're doing to make something entertaining and worth watching. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or would like to put a idea out there of what you want to see next, I'm all ears. Honestly, I haven't really had any too many suggestions from anyone. Obviously, like I said, it's a very new channel, but uh, I just want to know what you guys want to see. Obviously, the the end goal of this channel is obviously to be quite successful and be mostly based off what people want to see. So if you want to see, me try something new or something complex, um, something that you feel like the people in those fields aren't already doing, or if there's something entirely new that you want someone to try and you think I might be that person, um, feel free to let me know. But yeah, that's about it. And thank you for watching, and I will talk to you guys all soon.